Asian food market. This is in OREM, and that's the Asian food market. I'm not affiliated to them, but I'm featuring them because when I came here to Utah, I couldn't get certain items, and they were the only ones that had it. That's my bike there. And this is the Asian market. Now, what I noticed is a lot of groceries here. They tend to have a place that you can also eat. And so there's sort of like a mini restaurant here where they serve stuff and you can dine in. But mainly the reason I'm here is to focus on the food that you can get. Now they're doing a lot of stock or unpacking or whatever, so that's why you see a lot of boxes and whatnot. But I'm going to focus on the food, and I'm going to focus on the vegan food, of course. So you can get a lot of stuff here that you can't get elsewhere in Utah. I'm from the Caribbean, so a lot of this stuff would be familiar to me. Some things are more exotic than others, so they may cost more. But at the same time, you could also get things really cheap. Really depends on what you want. A lot of this stuff is, of course, imported. Any of it look familiar to you? Of course, this is my favorite here, tofu. You have firm tofu, and that's the price for it. $1.99. This is US dollars, by the way. And what I like about it is they have different versions of tofu. So you know, you could get the medium firm, the soft, pre-cut, and you could also get it already done. So if you buy it already done, it's like $3.69. You can get a smaller version or have it like this. Even get fried bean curd and things like that. It's really good. They have their frozen goods around here as well. Do you know some of these? Some of these that you can't get elsewhere, you can get it right here. Thai eggplant. I mean, a lot of this I have never seen before, and it's quite interesting. Persian cucumbers, now that's expensive. Usually you can get regular cucumbers here a lot cheaper. Ginger, carrots, Chinese eggplant. And for those of you who like the soups, they have quite an array, and some of them could be really expensive. I mean, for instance, up here, $4.79, and then you know the price drops depending on what you want, going down 99 cents, 79 cents, and so forth. And look at this, we have Maggi right here. I don't know what's the big deal with ramen, really. All of this is ramen, but people here love it. And also you can get some of these exotic soft drinks that you can't get anywhere else. Now what I like about this place too is if they're selling something, they sell it different versions of it. So you might have soy sauce, but then you might have 20 different versions of soy sauce. And sesame seed oil, you can also get it in the just flavored version or the true sesame seed oil. Just gonna ask them to turn down that radio a bit. Turn it on. So coming back here again, more ramen. Just ask them to turn on the radio a bit because I don't want to pick up that in the background. So what do we have here? Shanghai noodles. You see the cost $7.29. Now that might seem high, but it all depends on what you want. You have Japanese style noodles, $1.59. I mean, the variety is really good. I was worried when I came to Utah that I wouldn't be able to get things that I'm familiar with, but I was able to get everything here. So if you want to start from scratch too, you could get soy, you could get peanuts, all the beans and peas that, you know, black beans is one of my favorite. You can get that all here. And then rice. There are a lot of frozen goods, but I'm not featuring that because I am vegan, so lots of different versions of rice, jasmine, brown, Thai, and so forth. You have some of the drinks. Some of them I don't know. You could spend all day taste testing if you like. Even more drinks. Grated coconut, naan, which is good. You have different infusions and teas. And you could get, well, they call it a vegetarian bun. I guess that's like a dumpling, I'm not sure. $9.99 for that. Now this is one of my favorite places because it had the seasoning. For instance, curry powder. Not too familiar with this brand, but I did make it at home and it tastes really good. So you could get a pack like that, $2.99. Jeera powder. It's a big pack. 200 grams. That's the price you would pay. You know, cinnamon, chili, anything that you need, it's all there. And if you want to flavor it up instantly rather than starting totally from scratch, they have the boxes of seasonings for that. Just something people will be familiar with, right? Ugh. This one is coming from Singapore. Milo. Again, whenever they sell something here, they have like 20 different versions of it, and that's what I like most about it. A lot of frozen stuff. I don't even know half of this stuff. It'd be good if somebody can give me a tour one day. So in this section we have the snack foods, rice snacks. Always a lot of variety with regards to snacks. Of course I would have to check if I was eating it, whether it had milk and stuff in it. but I'm sure somewhere here it does. I'm just not that much into snack foods. But with the kind of variety here, you should find something. Interesting. They have a curry sauce here as well as bread mix, vegetable pancake mix. Now that's interesting. Even for me, although I come here sometimes to get my stuff, it's like a new experience. I mean, if you were to stand up and start reading all this stuff, you'd be fascinated with the kind of things that are available. You know, sriracha sauce. There's a green version. I don't know how many of you know this, lychee. I love lychee. If you recognize anything here, you can always tell me in the comments area. I like using coconut milk too. My wife knows how to use that well to make a lot of desserts as a substitute for milk. Some of these things can be quite tempting, but then I also have to check to make sure it doesn't have milk or anything like that in it. Maybe another day I'll check. A lot of these sauces I use back home as well, so it's nice to have them available here, and the various seasonings. Dried mandarin peel, mushrooms. Dried mushroom pack like this is $5.29, and in this section of the store you can get this stuff to eat, utensils and stuff. So if you want to really go authentic, you can get the bowls and plates and whatever is necessary to have your dinner, including chopsticks. Of all kinds of sizes and varieties. How many of you use chopsticks to eat? And then if you have a sweet tooth, you can always go for the sweets. I know this is not vegan, but it's funny to see Hello Kitty there. I know somebody home would love this. I think they do everything to make an excuse for Hello Kitty. It's biscuits with strawberry cream. Sounds interesting. $1.69. So tell me what you think in the comments area about the Asian market. Have you come here before? Have you bought anything? If you're looking for stuff that you can't get elsewhere in OREM or Provo, you can always check out the Asian market.